So hopefully now, after trying that little exercise about coordination, you've learned a little more respect for your friend in the rhythm section, the drummer. Because, drummers can be your best friend. And there's nothing like the relationship between a bass player and a drummer to really make things lock in there. And I guess you saw how hard it was to be that coordinated. And, a lot of funk riffs and grooves, especially slapping, really come in the relationship between like the kick, snare, and hat the drummers do play. That's where a lot of the patterns come from. That's where I've taken a lot of my stuff. Listen to Harvey Mason or, Steve Smith, any of the guys that I've played with. And it's kind of right? That's where a lot of that funk comes from. So it's a really good thing to do if you're interested, is to get a drum rudiment book and kind of work through some drum patterns and kind of try to figure them out in funk different patterns, right? So I've come up with a lot of cool stuff. So I want to talk about one rhythm in particular and show you how it can be translated to the bass. And that's called the paradiddle. And the paradiddle is alternating the left and right hand. So the drum pattern would be right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Right? I'm sure I've heard that rhythm before if any of you were in marching bands or had played drums at all. Let's try to play the pattern on your knees with your hands. Right, left, right, right, left, left. And speed it up a little bit. Right? So now how would that translate onto the bass? Well, say if your left is your thumb and your right is your finger. Right? Sounds kind of cool. Now what we can add to it is we could add a hammer on. When we're doing the double right hand or the double finger, instead of having to double pluck it, we're going to hammer on so we can play it a little quicker. So like, right? Thumb, pop, thumb, thumb, pop, thumb, hammer. Right, so here's the little transcription I have for this paradiddle pattern in G. Let's take a look at what the right hand is doing. And let's get it grooving a little bit. And I'll start out with just the pattern as is, and then we'll add a little bit to it, and you can take it from there yourself. Right now, when you've got that going pretty good, let's bump up the tempo a little bit and really get it snapping. How about someplace right in the middle of there? So here we are at about 110. Let's do it half time and then double it on up so you can get a kind of